The Love Canal tragedy is one of the most infamous environmental disasters in U.S. history. It took place in the Love Canal neighborhood of Niagara Falls, New York, during the late 1970s. The story centers around a residential area built on land that had been used as a chemical waste disposal site by the Hooker Chemical Company in the 1940s and 1950s. In the early 20th century, the Love Canal area was initially conceived as a canal to help with hydroelectric projects. However, it was never fully developed for that purpose. Instead, it became an ideal location for dumping industrial waste. Between 1942 and 1953, Hooker Chemical disposed of over 21,000 tons of toxic waste in the area, including chemicals such as dioxins and other hazardous substances, which were buried in large pits. In 1953, Hooker sold the land to the Niagara Falls School Board, who planned to build a school and residential homes on the site. Although Hooker warned the school board about the potential dangers of the site, the sale went ahead. In the 1970s, families moved in, and the neighborhood began to develop around the school. As the years passed, residents began to experience a growing number of health issues. There were reports of high rates of miscarriages, birth defects, learning disabilities, and various forms of cancer. In 1978, a local activist, Lois Marie Gibbs, began investigating the link between these health problems and the toxins buried in the ground. She uncovered evidence of chemical contamination leaking into homes and the school. By 1978, reports of foul odors, strange chemical residues, and the appearance of dangerous chemical byproducts in basements became widespread. Residents became alarmed and public outcry grew. After much pressure, government agencies investigated the situation. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, confirmed that toxic chemicals were seeping into homes and the environment, leading to the evacuation of hundreds of families in 1979. The Love Canal disaster became a symbol of corporate negligence, poor environmental regulation, and the dangers of hazardous waste disposal. It led to public demands for stricter environmental policies and was a catalyst for the creation of the Federal Superfund program, which was established in 1980 to clean up hazardous waste sites across the country. The tragedy also brought attention to the importance of community activism in addressing environmental injustices. The Love Canal disaster remains a powerful reminder of the long-term effects of industrial pollution and the need for vigilance in environmental protection.